What
Thank you.
one story would you share to the public?
Okay. I will say to the public, never give up on your dreams. There is always a way. And I think this is a great time to be alive. In our parents' time, this was not possible. You had to go and get a physical job.
Thank you so much for joining us, Rachel. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Same here. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel, can you take us back to the beginning? How did you first discover the LinkedIn as the platform where you wanted to build your voice?
Okay. When I first started creating content online, I started as an affiliate marketer and I was using mostly Facebook. But I found that I didn't really blend with how the platform was. You know how Facebook can be, can be a menace sometimes. Yeah, then I
Yeah.
took a social media course. Yeah, and it was mandatory that we create an account on LinkedIn. So that was how I discovered LinkedIn. Initially, I thought it was just a job board, maybe just share job postings. I had no idea that creators were sharing content on LinkedIn. And I got to that platform. I loved it. The energy there is kind of different. Yeah. And I see people support each other. And it's like we all know why we are there. Nobody is there to like make noise or something. We all have a purpose and we are pursuing it and we are supporting each other. So that was just what I loved about that platform. And I just, to be honest, I've neglected all others. I'm just focused mainly on LinkedIn at the moment. Yeah,
That's
and I
great.
actually love that experience. Yeah.
Then what inspired you to focus on helping academics make the shift into coaching and or consulting?
Okay. When I first joined LinkedIn, I joined as a blogger or an SEO writer. Well, after a while, I do something over time. Yes, I loved what I was doing. I liked what I was doing. I was good at it, but it didn't really, it didn't really resonate with me. Then I was looking back at my experiences, and at my work experiences. Then I remember that I did a 1 year. I served 1 year as a research assistant. I actually took a course for that. Because I was like, I wasn't really getting that feeling with SEO writing. So I took freelance MBA. We got talking about clarity. So I went back. It's mandated I go back and check my experiences and what really resonated with me. So I took that experience. So like I know these people. I've been with them for a while, and I can help them. I know the challenges they face. So I was like, this is it. So I started refining my profile, like my offers and my services and all that. And I like what I'm doing right now. This is more like me.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. What are the biggest challenges you faced when you started ghostwriting or building your businesses?
Okay. My biggest challenges have been people from other nationals trusting you. You there's always this unseen or unsaid barrier. You know, you're coming into the scene, a different country, a different way of thinking. So, and what helped me overcome that challenge was beginning to see things from their point of view. Before the challenges come up, before they come up with their inhibitions, you already find a way to present how you can go around it. So it was a major challenge, even at first, like I had to try to break into the country I want to serve. You find them, you engage with them, and some people just look back to your profile to check like who is this when they see your comments. Some reply, some just check your profile, some actually leave a DM and accept your connection. Some are like about your target market.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that yeah. So that was mostly the challenge I faced when I was starting out.
That's great. Yeah, everybody having challenges, but everybody
Hmm.
having different challenges in their
Yeah.
particular field. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
that's
true.
true. Yeah.
Was there any particular client success story or movement that made you realize your connection compass method was truly transformative?
Yeah, there was, when I changed my offer to working for academics, I decided to do this thing where I offered a free 2 weeks content support. Then the client can now decide to move forward with me or not. But my services were free for those 2 weeks. So that was what I did to reach more people. So I met this particular lady. She was my ideal client profile, you know. So we got working, and even though we didn't move forward, yeah, but the review she gave me was it wasn't what should I say? It was more than I expected. So I knew that framework that I developed, was of help to her. She was going back to school and had a lot of other things. So LinkedIn was not a priority at the moment, but she really loved that she could actually do something beyond just posting other people's content and all that.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. That's
Mm.
great. Does
Okay.
a typical day look like for you as a content creator while in this field?
Okay. At the moment, school is on session. So when I'm done with sending my older children off to school, I have this new born. Then I just tidy up with my newborn and work starts. Start with checking LinkedIn profile. I don't do account management for them. I just create content. So
Okay.
I hop on my LinkedIn, I check what's going on, maybe share a post, reply to comments, and engage with my ICP. Then I look back to, I like to prepare my calendar a week before. So every specific day, I know what I'm doing that day. So I just refer to my calendar and just follow what I set to do so that I don't miss any client's work. I may start with editing what I already wrote, may start with reaching out to clients to verify if they would like a rewrite of the content that I shared or any challenges that they may face, you on LinkedIn. That I know some things do come up. Not every day that things go according to plan. So
Yeah.
if I have anything that comes up in between, I find a way to fix it. And sometimes I do suspend some tasks that I intended to do for the day because something urgent came up, you know. So typically that's it.
That is the part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any tools, apps which you are using for your own content creation? Is there any advice
Okay.
to
I
others?
like to use Google Doc for writing. Yeah, sure. Then for sparring, I like either Claude or ChatGPT. Like I write a post and I share it and ask it to check for positioning, for clarity, for resonance with my ideal client profile. Then I now take the reply that I get and work more on it. Depending on what I'm doing for the client, the exact what should I say outcome that the client wants. So I use AI to sharpen my post. The input that I get from it or suggestions, I go work on it and run it by the client and see how it goes.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's just basically it.
For academics or professional considering a shift into consulting, what advice would you give them about building visibility online?
Okay. Academics, they have this challenge of thinking my work will speak for me. That only works in academia. Your work is not speaking when you are not visible. Nobody is seeing you, nobody is hearing about you, no matter even if you're making groundbreaking research, nobody's hearing about it. And I know it's kind of humbling, but it's the truth. If you're not out there, nobody is knowing what you are doing, nobody is asking for your services. So that's where you're losing out. And then the other part is that there are people that are not as qualified as you are, who don't have the depth of insights that academics have, but they are sharing content online. So if you leave the stage for those who don't know what they are doing, you know that we are going to head to disaster. If people that actually know what they are doing are not sharing insights, so it's going to be a problem. Because if we leave the stage for mediocres, I mean, what are we sharing with the public? That means people will take information that is not true and apply it, and it will not work for them. So that is why we need experts on the platform. So if you're an academic, I would love to work with you, to share your insight, so you can get more opportunities and get your ideas, out there for the wider public. Yeah.
That's great. What
Thank you.
one story would you share to the public?
Okay. I will say to the public, never give up on your dreams. There is always a way. And I think this is a great time to be alive. In our parents' time, this was not possible. You had to go and get a physical job. But I had the challenge of continuing my job after I had my first baby. It was just not possible. The hours were demanding and the pay was low. It was just not worth it. So staying back home, I might need to take a couple of years for me to, you know, just kind of get back to the job market. So I stumbled on a post about blogging, learning how people earning money from blogging. That's what even got me this far. So whatever you think, whatever your dreams are, don't give up on them. Just keep working on it. Even if you can even take only one task a day, whatever you can do, just make sure that you're making a move towards your dreams. And I can bet you, as long as you are committed, you'll celebrate your success someday.
Yeah, exactly. Never give up is the biggest method for the life.
Yeah.
Now we are in AI era. So how do you think AI and human, how they can manage each other? Is there any advice to the people according to your perspective?
I look at I look at AI more of as a support. AI cannot do the thinking for you. You create the strategy, you sharpen it with AI. It gets you results faster. There's some, like, let's say you have a mentor or a coach and you cannot reach that person at the moment, but you can get AI to answer some of the questions that you could have asked that person, or to sharpen, like I use it to sharpen my post. Maybe I've gone to someone else to say, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And I may not be able to reach that person at the moment. So AI is kind of a support, but the strategy and the thinking comes from you as a person. So you cannot relent on self-development. So you rely entirely on AI, there will come to a time that you will be, shall I say, stagnant, because you're not growing. If the level of output you get from AI is determined by the level of input. Is what you ask that what you get is what you get. So if you're able to ask to input intelligent questions, that demands, or that determines the kind of answers that you get. So you have to do more of self-development so that you can make better use of AI and learn more about it too.
That's great. I have
Yeah.
some uh, quick question in one
Okay.
answer. What is your favorite book?
10 Times Rule, I think, is by Robert Cialdini. 10 Times Rule. Have you read it?
No, this is first time I'm hearing.
Okay.